There you go. Right now, this is from NASA's website, y'all. And anybody that understand government documents, you can go and look this up on NASA's website yourself. It's a legitimate document, but we can just skip to this part here, which this is a document that's stating the specifications of a certain aircraft. And it say this report documents the derivation and definition of a linear aircraft model for a rigid aircraft of constant mass flying over a flat, non-rotating Earth. What this means is that this particular aircraft that they're developing was designed as if the Earth was flat. Now, the question would be, if the Earth is round and is spinning, why would I put a pilot's life in danger designing the aircraft as if we're flying over a flat, non-rotating Earth?
Fuck that. Ask a pilot when you get on the plane with them. Do they compensate as they fly for the Earth curving? And they will tell you no. So how not? Because by logic, they would fly out into space if they flew straight. Hell, they even call an aeroplane. They don't call it an aero ball.
An arrow spear.
These are facts.
So my thing is NASA owe society some money for lying to the whole world about this rotating Earth or whatever. You know, I mean, they putting this in college books and everything, and they sending physicists to these campuses and stuff, studying all this stuff for money. They making all this money every single day off our tax money, but they're telling lies.
One of y'all up here that ever shot a
Do you have to compensate for the curvature of the Earth?
Does
any sniper ever had to compensate for the curvature of the Earth?
Right.
And the answer is no.
I was a sharpshooter in the infantry. You just aim at the target center of mass and shoot. You breath control, all
Only
that.
thing you take into account is wind.
Yes, I was going to say yes. That's it right there. You do have to compensate for wind. Yes.
Yeah, that's facts.
You do. You have to compensate for wind.
Yeah. With this example, they would have to compensate for the spin. You know, like so if the Earth was, you know, and they moving that fast, they would have to compensate the spin also.
If the Earth is spinning from west to east, what if the plane is going from north to south? That's a hard target now. That's a real hard target now.
So how did they get the thing of saying that we're spinning at 1,040, whatever that 1040? How did they figure that out? Or they just used the tax form number? 1040
This made it up. This was so crazy, right? Tomorrow they can be like, you know what? We just found out the Earth spinning at 500 miles per hour, and nobody. They can change it when they want. It's like you ain't an expert, right? Them the experts, right? That's like don't question the pastor.
Yeah,
I've covered articles. I've covered articles from these scientific magazines where they claim that the Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, but you don't feel it because the movement is constant. And then other articles where they say days are getting longer because Earth's spin is slowing down. You know what I'm saying? So there's too much inconsistency there to actually take it as fact, in my opinion.
Tell you something. Like somebody asked, why would they say certain things years ago? My answer is they said it years ago because when you don't believe that the answer to these questions will be found for thousands of years, you can say these things. The technology that we have today shot man into an area where a lot of people can look at these things themselves, which used to couldn't do it. Because remember, we were flat earthers before all of a sudden we became ball earthers.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy, right? I was arguing with a channel full of STEM-based scientific pro-blacks, right? And I was like, look, if y'all wearing unks, you so proud of Africa. The Egyptians taught about a flat earth, Nut and Geb, all that. Why are you going with this white man space program, NASA? And why ain't you looking at, and I'm just playing the race card with them on it because I've tried all kind of things. Like they'll tell me science don't belong to the white man. Tell that to the Tuskegee Airmen that was targeted with biological warfare. You see what I'm saying? Like that. So I'm saying like science can be used for evil agendas. And one thing I like to point out is that these be the same people that'll say, Tommy, Columbus didn't found America, but they taught you that in school, though. Right. Why you questioning that thing, but you ain't questioning the rest of it? Now check this out, right? If you look at this, this is real time lapse image of what the sky is doing. All the stars are going around Polaris. Now I want to show you something. We got pyramids all around the world, right? Every so many years, don't get me the line, right? But they line up with Orion. I'm gonna show it to you. This is why the Egyptians were so fucking smart, right? Let me show you something. Because these pyramids right here, along with the ones in China and Mexico, every couple of years they line up, and it's been this way for hundreds of thousands of years. That the pyramids in Egypt been lining directly up with Orion, like you see here.
Yeah.
And the people in power, they say we don't know how they did it. It's such a miracle. But the truth is, it's simple. The earth is flat. The earth ain't moving, the sky is turning, and they knew that Orion would come back around and line up over that. Occam's razor, the path, that's an easy answer. That's it.